Content standards are the framework of any program because they determine the focus and direction of instruction. Standards specify what students should know and be able to do before advancing to the next developmental level. Established standards can significantly contribute to the overall goal of school and U.S. society, namely, to develop well-rounded individuals capable of contributing to society. If these standards are not achieved in physical education classes, children will leave school without a well-developed set of physical skills. The National Association for Sports and Physical Education, NASPE, has identified 5 standards. Standard 1. So the physically literate individual demonstrates competency in a variety of motor skills and movement patterns. This standard focuses on skill competency. During the elementary school years, it's an excellent time to teach motor skills because children have the time and the predisposition to learn them. Children need to encounter and learn different ways, different physical skills, as many as possible. And they should have the opportunity to learn about their personal abilities in many types of skills and different settings. Standard 2, the physically literate individual applies knowledge of concepts, principles, strategies, and tactics related to movement and performance. So Standard 2 gives students the opportunity to learn the basic concepts of movement, which can help them understand what, where, and how the body can move. Again, the emphasis is on experiencing the diversity of human movement, and by learning the correct mechanics of skill performance, students leave school knowing about stability, force, leverage, and other factors related to efficient movement. Standard 3, the physical literate individual demonstrates the knowledge and skills to achieve and maintain a health-enhancing level of physical activity and fitness. So this standard is that active children mature into active adults. That's the premise. Specifically learning how to monitor personal activity levels, plan meaningful activity programs, and make informed decisions about physical activity as our important outcomes. Standard 4, the physically literate individual exhibits responsible personal and social behavior that respects self and others. Physical education classes offer a unique environment for learning effective social skills. Children have the opportunity to internalize and practice the merits of participation, cooperation, competition, and tolerance. The desired social atmosphere is one of good citizenship and fair play. Through listening, empathy, and guidance, children learn to differentiate between acceptable and unacceptable ways to express their feelings. Students must become aware of how they interact with each other and how their behavior influences others' responses to them. And then finally, Standard 5, the physically literate individual recognizes the value of physical activity for health, enjoyment, challenge, self-expression, and/or social interaction. So Standard 5 focuses on how much the student values physical activity and whether the student has the knowledge needed to make thoughtful decisions affecting his or her own health and wellness. And meeting the standard does not have to turn physical education into a sedentary fact learning experience. Instead, simple principles about nutrition, stress, substance abuse, and safety can be woven into the daily activity and skill development sessions to give children an opportunity to learn about healthy lifestyles. So each of these standards are incorporated at the end of each chapter in the textbook. And when we start your lesson planning, we'll go into that later, you will be writing your lesson plans, and you'll have to decide which standard is fitting that particular skill that you're teaching when you start teaching each other. You don't have to make it up. The standards are listed in the back of each chapter for you. So, but understanding these standards will help you decide which ones are going to be put and touched upon in each of your lesson plans. So we'll talk more about that later. So I look forward to seeing you. Until next time, see you.